by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Lets it fly. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. The hand to the running back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking for a man. It's Zeno. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Corrals it at the 45. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He caught it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Demon Deacons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Headed outside for the line, it's Hardy. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be knocked down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Rushes on him. And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting a sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. It's still a 17-point cushion. The Demon Deacons will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I can score. I can get back in this game.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, wait. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? Drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback, sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Looking to pass, it's Zeno. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch near the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's St. Clair. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass out.
Touchdown, Wake Forest! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
Let's go. Break. Single. Get set.
Back to pass, it's Zeno. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for us.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his big tight end. Not gonna get there, not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 40, the 20, inside the 10.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
it's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. I got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and he hit the upright. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Zeno. Grab behind the line, it's Cross.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose and nothing doing. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Bullard. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.